Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So we have two computers in the house. One is behind me and one is the one I'm playing on, and it's installed on the other computer, but it's here somehow. And we're doing stuff with the hard drives, so you're gonna deal with the lines until the second video of this. If there is a second video. But hey, I have played this game before because achievements. But look at this achievement. Yeah, so I have not played this in a long time. So you guys are gonna have to just deal with the lines, because I can't really do anything about it. This game is very based on the story from what I can remember. Oh. I bet we could read this whole thing, but we can't because there's lines. I don't like the lines either.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Wait, what?
Though he had been made exactly for this job.
What's going on?
And Stanley was happy.
Why are we going off?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What is it?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would
happened?
never quite forget.
What happened?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
So you just been there for an hour doing nothing?
Or a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Oh, we're playing now. It's kind of hard to navigate with these lines. Ooh, is that a coffee cup?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No.
What?
This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Let me out.
Stanley waited.
Let me out.
Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure beyond
this
any
game
doubt
already.
was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Let me press buttons. Wait, what?
It's never the end. It's never the end. That was the end.
Okay. What's going on?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I don't think you missed the memo. No one here too? That door's open. Okay. Ooh, leaves. Why is there a loud? Oh, they're fixing the roof. That makes sense.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But okay, fine. Next time I play this, I'm going the other way, just so you know. Yeah, no one here either.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, I don't think. Wait. Whoa. Is there anything?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Next time I'm refusing everything he says next playthrough. Oh. I could get to the exclusive bathroom. Bathroom.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the
I
correct
like this
code
guy.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This game is getting creepy. I just feel like there's going to be a jump scare here. Uh-oh. Loading, 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 loading. Oh, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
creepy.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Why can't I be able to crouch?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fine. There's definitely going to be a part 2 of this. You wanna know why? Because there's a lot of things I can do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I don't know.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know what kind of secret this place has.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
What's that?
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored
What's
in
that?
this
What's
place
that one?
where freedom
Do you
meant
see that
nothing.
one? Oh, I don't like that sound. Yeah, right there, look. What happened to 528? What happened to 528? Huh? What's this? Uh-oh.
This mind control facility,
Wait,
it was too
is that
horrible
blue?
to believe. It couldn't be true.
Hold
Had
up,
Stanley
hold up,
really
hold
been
up,
under
hold up.
someone's
Yeah, it's
control all this
glitched.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? that his emotions had been manipulated to accept
What
it
happened
blindly.
to the 204?
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
He's definitely trying to
Here
tell
was the
me
proof.
something.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How's that? Oh, I go up there. I want to press that red button so bad, though. Mind control idea to... Ah, I hit my mic. This place.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and
By
to
what he does
everything it
best,
stood for.
pressing buttons. Off. Did I do it wrong? Huh? What's going on? What's happening? Huh?
Blackness.
Yeah,
and a
really
rising
dark.
chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, really dark.
Was it over?
Probably. Probably we're dead.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself
no.
from someone else's command.
No, I don't want to
Freedom
go.
was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
What?
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed
And I'm
into
going
the
to find out
chamber,
all
he
those
realized none of
mysteries
this mattered to him.
next time. I'm
It
not
was
doing that.
knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had
What
not
if
been
I don't want to
understand,
go?
but to
What
live.
if I like it here?
No
What if I
longer
like
would
it
anyone
here?
Tell him where to go, what to do.
I like
or
it
how to
here.
feel.
No, I like it
Whatever
here.
life he lives,
Shut up.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
No.
It was perhaps
I like it
the
here.
only thing worth knowing.
What happens if I just
Stanley
stand
stepped
right here?
through the open door.
No. Do I say anything? I don't want to. Okay, fine. Seems like the only thing I can do here right now.
Stanley felt the cool
Wow.
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility.
Wait,
of the
aren't
new
you
life
telling me what to
before him.
do?
This
Technically.
was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
What if I press the on button? And then I can become like a mastermind, like ha 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 ha. Okay, so we got one of the endings. It's never the end, it's loading. So we only got one of the endings.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I don't like how you said that. I don't like what he said. He even say like, maybe we wish to Bilbo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge? I want to go over there. Ooh.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is
Stanley
nice.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep, I think it's time to go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Are you sure about that?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Haha. Key card. You need a key card? Uh-oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I
but
like
the fact
you.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah, I like
someone
you. I
you've
just
been
want to try
neglecting,
some different
Stanley.
endings.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Excuse me, say what?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I
She's
swear.
been waiting.
I swear, if Stanley has a wife. No.
That's her, Stanley.
Stop. Stop.
Oh, no,
Stop.
No, you can't.
Stop.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes. I
That
do not
wasn't
trust
supposed
this.
to be a choice. How did you do that?
Because
You
I do
actually
not trust
chose
this.
Incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah,
Let me double-check.
I don't want this. I don't want this to happen.
No, it's definitely here.
I don't want to
clear as
call.
day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
But I don't
None of
trust
these
the
decisions were
phone.
supposed
Yeah.
to mean anything.
You're lying
I
to
don't
me.
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I
What?
can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
What?
You're a real person.
No. No, not.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Yeah,
and to think I've
it
been
is.
letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made
Yeah.
any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you
Let me
properly
leave.
on safe
Let me
decision-making
leave.
in the real world.
Let me leave.
Observe this helpful instructional.
No. Okay.
Choice.
Choice.
It's the best part of being a real person.
Yeah.
If used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could
Steven.
spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which
That's-
choice would you make? Remember
Orphan.
that unlike here,
Kill.
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a
fish.
person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
No.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a
What?
healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, If you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful
this
and
game.
whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Playing this
just
game
remember
was a bad
that in the
choice.
vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
And see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Few minutes. Oh, okay. Where do we go? No.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Dang
Imagine
it.
the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Now can I jump off? No, dang it. They're smart. Okay, what are you gonna make me do? Well, am I going to go back through here?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Fine. Fine.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yes.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I'm going this way.
No!
Huh?
Why did you do that?
Wait, what?
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. I did something. Oh no. Do I really have to go this way? Fine, I'll go.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
Why is there a random
No, I have to.
staircase here?
I have to shut the game down.
No,
I have
no,
to.
no, no.
I
Please,
have to.
please, please. What? What? Wait, what? What's going on? What's happening? I don't like this.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still
Okay.
here.
You're
Here in this
still here?
pile of
Good.
rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire
Is that a
game is
hole?
destroyed.
Jeez.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What,
I
did you
feel
think that would be
bad
funny?
now.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
I
He
don't want
understands
any
that if I say to
Stanley.
do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't
so
even occurred to you,
bad.
had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I am.
Oh, my story.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
Yeah, I've
would
seen
have been
it.
so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I don't care what happens.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I did something.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happens if I do this enough times?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
Because
hurry.
it's amazing. Fine, I'll do the other door this
Behave
time.
exactly as Stanley would. That means
Yeah,
choosing
nothing
responsibly
changed.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Fine.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Fine.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. But I wasn't supposed to stop the door, was I? Sir? No, it's just a meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Hey, shut up.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think you're going a little cuckoo. What if I want to go for here?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Night Shark
Drew a sharp
115.
breath and then spoke the code.
Guys, if your eardrums burst, it's the game's fault. Shark 199!
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark 115!
There on the wall.
Night Shark 115!
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't
No.
mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. I am saying it super clearly.
Fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for
Shut
your
up.
respect. The kind of
Shut up.
respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows
Shut
what
up.
it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You
Shut
had a
up.
choice, you know. You could have gone
Shut
through
up.
the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak.
Shut up.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Shut up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is that Stanley?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
This
Do
is
something.
sad.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to this? Stanley, are you
This is
there?
sad.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
I feel bad for
Take
the
as much time as
narrator.
you need.
Aw. I feel bad. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
raining.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
I
a
need
memo.
to know what happens when I... Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, hold up.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, I'm looking pretty hard, Chief. I don't know what that's about, but we'll find out in the next episode. Okay, guys, bye. Hope you enjoyed the video and say something stupid. Say something stupid. Okay, guys, you heard it. Bye.